Hey guys, what is going on? RedMaster here, and welcome back to episode of Cards and Castles TV commentary. I got some great matches lined up for you today, some that I think you guys would certainly enjoy. So, without me kind of rambling on in this intro, let's go ahead and get into our first match of the day, match number 1. Alright, and for match number 1, we have, I believe it's Pipe taking on chaddyshack. Yes, there it is. So, a little bit of Druid action. We've got Druid Viking taking on Pirate Druid, both opting to pass their first turns. Quite normal. We'll see if they pass both their second turns as well. Looks to be the case. So Pipe going to start off the game by assuming, yep, there's the Elvish Hunter. So a little bit of companion discount for him. We see the Forest Watcher and Centaur both reduced in his hand. Mugging, though, going to be able to take out that Hunter without any sort of difficulty. And Chatty actually meddles into an Elvish Thief. So getting a little bit more aggression on the board for himself. See if he can get a little invest going. But we do see Pipe rocking the Northlands Bear. So that's going to be a quick, or put up quite a defense, for Chatty. We'll see he's going to go off for the Beastmaster instead of the Elvish Thief. We see the Elvish Thief return. Meanwhile, Wolf and Bear both out to block. However, nice use of the Centaur here. Centaur going to come up, stab the Beastmaster, and of course, kill out the Wolf and the Bear. He could have Bestial Raged in that moment to protect the Centaur, but we see he didn't really do that, instead going with the Lumberjack. Rammer's going to come out now as well, going to go ahead and 1-2 combo that Bear, giving the buff to Elvish Thief for enough attack power to take out the Bear, of course, and again, a Lumberjack to follow suit. Pipe going to go ahead and play his Armory, I believe, right in that sort of sweet spot, which is why I think he played this Lumberjack rather than the Bestial Rage. We'll see Chatty, though, respond to this very nicely. You know, there's Centaur coming out, taking out that Armory, of course, exactly what the Centaur is made to do. And that leads to a nice Lumberjack trade, both players getting a draw for that. We do see Arm for Pipe. We don't know what Chatty got, of course, but we do see Pipe also draws a Bear for his next turn, which will be used to chop down that Centaur. Pretty standard stuff, and of course the Wizard going up as well. You got enough gold, why not play it? Sea Witch going to come out now as well. Ramrus going to get a little buff to that Sea Witch. However, we do see that positioning is going to allow a Forest Watcher to make a lot more of a valuable impact. Yep, there it is. I would have, actually no, that's probably the max he can move up. I would say if he had gotten one more up, that would have been the sweet spot, but of course, Sea Witch being taken out is the main priority. Do you see a Mordok come out, slap the Titan Watcher? That gives Headless Horseman the chance to appear now. Horseman going to connect with the Bear. Rammer's taking some additional damage off of the castle. Wizard's probably going to clean up that Rammer's, though, without any sort of worry. Yep, there it is. And, of course, the Yarn going to be played now, it seems, because he does have that 9 gold. Playing a bit more defensively, hoping the Mordok does rush in, although this will be a great chance for Chatty to scope. Although Mercenary's Execution kind of says that he doesn't have the scope at the moment, but, sets up his Mordok anyway. We do see a Call Beast coming out. Not usually a card that I see played, but okay. Call Beast plus Northland's Ranger. Again, Chatty has a great opportunity to Mordok scope here if he's got it. Looks to play Ancient Arbor, and okay, make that 2 big arbors. So 2 trees. Of course, nothing wrong with some big trees, I guess. Pipe going to go ahead now, play the Mana Core, which will give some good survival, or it will mean the Ranger will survive. That's what I was trying to get out there. And Centaur going to come out and smack the Mordok, so Mordok does get another unit out, but hey, Mordok is no more, so any sort of scope value kind of lost there, but we'll see a Spiny come out. Spiny doing a little bit of castle damage, but not before giving the Bestial Rage to Banshee, which is a great way for Banshee to survive an initial trade with Bear Hog, killing the Wizard as well. That was some great Bestial Rage action there. Do you see a Sea Witch come out? Spiny forgetting to hit the castle, but that's quite alright. Arbor again looking to move, or excuse me, just lumber his way over. Miner taking out that Spiny. Ranger going to go ahead, slap 7 off of the castle. Bear Hog comes out as well, looking to punish that Sea Witch. And here's the play that I don't necessarily agree with, but it happens anyway. Rat King comes out. Of course, Rat King trading off into the Ranger, which is good. And then, of course, all of these rats end up actually going into the Ranger, even though he could have kept the rat alive. Of course, not all of them had to be thrown in there, but, I kind of see where he was going with it. And again, I just don't think all the rats should have gone into it. You could have survived with a rat. Spiny going to go ahead and kick out that Sea Witch. Meanwhile, Miner and Bear Hog looking to, I guess, block the potential Arbor. Scope, though, could be devastating for this. We do see, okay, Mordok Headless Horseman comes out, snipes away the Bear Hog, which is all good. Arbor moves in for looking to end the game, really. We do see another Bear Hog and Blacksmith, so pretty much Pipe is going to make all of these units trade in. But here's where a serious mistake happens, and one that, you probably should. It didn't necessarily. I understand where the mistake came from, but one that could have been easily avoided here. And you'll see momentarily. Big game ender here, in my opinion. Of course, battle ready Blacksmith. You think it's all good, right? But instead, the Dwarven Miner hits first, meaning the Bear Hog can't actually make the finishing blow. And that does mean Chatty will win the game. Not only was his arbor saved, but also he had an open shot right to the castle. So Chatty will win that one. I think the game probably could have gone a little bit longer, although things were steering more in Chatty's favor. But yeah, make sure you hit all of the units that don't have battle ready before battle ready happens, because battle ready has that knockback to it. So yeah, just be aware of what units have what abilities, because they can end the game quickly like that one. So ultimately, a good win for Chatty. Again, I think the game could have gone a little bit longer if that mistake hadn't been made, but you know what? Things happen. We are human after all. But let's go ahead and get right into game number 2 now, which will, I guess, happen right now. Game number 2. Alright, and that second match will be, I believe, Hector taking on a Marmac, so a little bit of Warlock Ninja going up against some Crusader Warlock, so we'll see what kind of styles come out here. Possibly Awaken versus Last Will, who knows. We do see Marmac start out with a Lumberjack, and of course, Hector doesn't have anything to respond with. Marmac opts to pass his turn, so he wants to kind of keep the Lumberjack alive for, I guess, as long as he can, seeing if he can make a decent trade out of it. We do see a Magmasaur come out, which is curious on Hector's part. We don't really see a lot. Well, we do see dinosaurs pop up here and there, but always cool to see what kind of combination people can run with them. So, of course, Marmac, noticing that Magmasaur, immediately takes it out with the Blue Fire Bolt, leading Hector, to respond with a Guardian takedown on that Lumberjack. Of course, the armor means he doesn't get damaged, so that's all good there. Sniper, though, from Marmac comes out. Hector responds with the Pyromancer, so maybe he's looking to make a trade there. We do see a Sleeping Dojo in Marmac's hands, so we have to assume he's going to get that out now, which, yep, he does. So, Salahar Soldier, looking to give some Awakening Drum. We do see the Gravestalkers in hand as well, so Marmac looking to get some good draw here, or at least hopefully that's the idea. Blue Fire, though, shuts that down. Of course, no longer able to draw is Marmac, but we'll see. Well, no more extra draw, I mean, wouldn't be fair if you just couldn't draw anymore. Flying Books, though, coming out, so Hector looking for some additional draw as well. Sniper takes down the Guardian. Flying Books looking to be intercepted by the Flame Prince there. Alright, not necessarily the expected card I would, run as a defense, but that's okay. We'll see if Hector takes the trade. I assume he has to. Priest comes out after a Magmasaur, and yep, there is the Flying Books to Flame Prince trade. And we do see yet another Priest as well, so that Magmasaur looking to be a little bit healthier, though we see the Witch Bolt in Marmac's hand. Witch Bolt going to hit the Magmasaur, of course. Don't want that thing to become scarier, because of course, if Dino Nest is in Hector's hand, that could get a lot, or it could get pretty ugly. Could get very tricky. We do see the zombies moving around from Gravestalker, a little defense to protect the sniper from that incoming Priest, and the Gravestalker coming out as well. Priest has no way of getting the sniper, so he's going to opt to trade with the Gravestalker up there. Cleric follows suit, and a Church. So a little bit of castle heal, no big deal. We'll see if Marmac's able to respond appropriately. We do see a couple of things moving up here. Zombies, Gravestalker, Sniper, as well as a Darkbender and Acolyte. So Marmac kind of emptying his hand here in hopes of a victor, And we'll see if that pays off for him. We do see a Kraxus come out, though. Kraxus will take down one of those zombies, of course, not really taking damage due to that armor. So that was a good play right there. We do see Marmac, though. He's probably going to go a little bit more aggressive here. Yep, there's a zombie hit, Gravestalker hit. We'll see if Darkbender comes up as well, which he does. Takes out the Cleric, so no more castle healing or healing in general. Sniper takes out 5 from the castle. Stone Drake as well moves in. And of course, Acolyte sits back, no need to kind of rush that in. But really aggressive is Marmac here. I think looking to end the game, if possible, just with a giant clutter of units. We do see a Monk, though, giving a little bit of castle heal. After Kraxus clears the way of that zombie, Sniper is no more. Baby Dino and Darkbender come out as well. Those two units are really not able to do anything, but we'll see if Hector can make some use out of them. Rite of Awakening was a good draw for that Gravestalker, continuing the pressure, creating more bodies for Hector to deal with. Marmac taking out the Monk with the Darkbender Acolyte combination, actually opting to go for a Craxus kill rather than more castle damage. But of course, the Gravestalker taking a bit of a chunk out of the castle as well, so no big deal there. Hector responds, Darkbender to the Gravestalker, Baby Dino to the very injured Stone Drake, Mordock, as well. Banshee taking out the one of those zombies, Lumberjack Miner upgrade combination to take out the final bit of aggro on the castle, although the Darkbender Acolyte do still exist there. We're probably going to see a Darkbender Mordock trade, or Mordock kill, which we will. Zombie and Acolyte. Acolyte doing a bit more castle damage, negating the castle, or negating the church heal on castle, and moving up a vampire as well. So Marmac, again, trying to keep up with the aggression, kind of keep the pressure going, seeing if he can just outspeed the church heal. Hassan City Guard plus Darkbender kills off Marmac's Darkbender. Magmasaur follows suit as well. Knight of Flowers, Church, all those good things. So now double Church heal could be a problem for Marmac if they both land on Castle. That could be a bit tricky. When you see a zombie take out Hector's Darkbender, Keeper of the Doorway smacking one of the Hassan City Guards for a Headless Horseman. That'll be good to throw out right about now. You got some good targets on the board. Knight of Flowers, Magmasaur. And again, we do see a lot of castle damage continuing. Horseman hits castle. Okay. So really, well, the castle heal kind of negates a little bit of that horseman damage. But Hector down to 4 health on his castle. We'll see. We do see the Magmasaur trade there. That shows how valuable Magmasaur can be, or at least how valuable his explosion can be, clearing up a lot of those Drakes. Lumberjack, Monk, Hand to the Saint. A lot of castle heal coming down for Hector, and some draw as well. Horseman trade with Lumberjack, so Hector gets some more cards. Monk comes in, weakens the Acolyte for the Hassan City Guard to kill. That does open up Magmasaur, though, for a Keeper of the Doorway hit, which I assume is the plan here, right? Has to be, I think. It is, so of course, Magmasaur being hit there. Another Horseman shot comes out, hits the Hassan City Guard. Okay, not the most valuable hit that he can get, but okay. Gravestalker being thrown out as well. Both of them not really necessarily moving, which is quite curious. We'll see what the plan is. Tyrannosaur. Okay, so definitely more dinos coming out. Hector is not done with the dinosaur parade just yet. Horseman taking out the Monk, or Monk taking out the Horseman, Gravestalker going to activate his Awaken. So some more zombies. Priest heals, Church heals. A lot of heals going down for Hector still as well. Banshee comes out, smacks the Monk a little bit. That is some Ice Weaving. Okay, not bad. You see a Demon Hunter as well. That could be problematic for Hector, because of course none of his cards currently have the ability to trade with the Demon Hunter or kill it. We'll see how Hector responds to the Demon Hunter. Does have a Priest, Knight of Flowers, Frozen TRex. Priest opting to trade with the Gravestalker, looks like. Okay, fearing the Demon Hunter back as well. Will he take the zombie kill? I mean, Lumberjack for Lumberjack trade. Fortify on the T-Rex. Alright, so a little bit of T-Rex health and freeze negation. Dinosaur Nest as well. So not only healing the dino, but buffing it as well. Very nice, very nice. So big boy T-Rex coming out now. We'll see. I don't think Marmac has the strength right now to deal with that. We will see a Headwood, followed up with an Armory. Alright, not bad. Of course, everything looking to take a little bit of a retreat there. Demon Hunter being thrown in front of the castle. I mean, that is going to face a T-Rex sphere for sure. We'll see if that's the ideal play. Not before another Dino Nest comes in, though. So big Dino's getting even bigger. You'll love to see it. Probably see Masuda, or probably should see some Masudas come out. Headwood hits the Lumberjack and Castle. All right, that's fair. Zombie is going to go ahead and take a little bit out of the castle. T-Rex, weaken the T-Rex, see if Demon Hunter can kill it. And I think Marmac will kill off the T-Rex, but not before sacrificing a lot of what he has to do so. Yep, there's the kill. And Demon Hunter finishes off. I think Sentry Golem, is the right move. You want to use most of the gold. And Magic are not going to be able to maybe do a whole lot here. Baby Dino is looking to chomp Castle. Dino Evolution could end the game. We do see another nest, though, so no evolution. But that will mean Demon Hunter gets killed off by an 8-8 Baby Dino. 7-7 Baby Dino comes to sit on the castle. And that actually ends the game, because, of course, Knight of Flowers also can come in, chop for 4, and that means Sudden Death takes away the last one. So Hector does pull a victory here. I think very nicely done. Church actually a lot. I would mostly, I think, assist that win to a lot of Church heals. or healing in general, because I think Hector, if not for the heals, I think he definitely would have met an end sooner. Of course, there was a lot of early aggression there from Marmac. We saw he went in pretty heavily once we kind of ran out of cards there, and I think started to rely off the draw at that point. But Hector able to make it work. A lot of dino stuff coming out. I think the nests were. I mean, I would have loved to see an evolution, but don't get me wrong. But I think the nests played a good part in that. Of course, creating that big TRex threat, which means Marmac had to divert a lot of resources to take that out. And then, of course, the baby dinos boosting each other meant that still some stronger threats were lurking in the background. So he would push all the baby dinos up, and sooner or later, he had to get a connection there, which we did see happen. And of course, an evolution would have been amazing to see here, but we all can't be. We all can't get that lucky, I guess. Maybe. Maybe not the right term. But anyway, with that being said, a great win for Hector and a great win for the dinosaur archetype. But now, let's move into match number 3 here. We do have a great match in store for you with this one. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, and this last one is going to be UnhlpfulYoda taking on Jimba. So a little bit of Viking Crusader against the Pirate Warlock. We'll see what both players can bring to the table. Jimba going to start off by passing his turn, it looks like. No big deal. Yoda going to do the same. Alright, that's fair. Jimba can't play anything. Can't play the fear because there's no units to fear back. Earth Knight from Yoda. Okay, so maybe some knight stuff. We'll see. Jimba opts to throw out a Southport Captain. So that's going to get a little bit of invest going for his side. Yoda going to respond with a Priest to, I guess, weaken the Southport Captain. I mean, he can't trade with it, but hell, he'll weaken it, I guess, for now. Cannoneer, going to come out as well. Captain does take out the Priest. Alright, so a little bit of damage dealt. Or are we going to see a little bit of damage dealt on Yoda's side, maybe? Does the Earth Knight connect? Nope, Earth Knight going to retreat. Shaman comes out, so some draw as well to sort of support whatever Yoda's got playing there. Hovel Blacksmith. Alright, that's fair. Classic pirate play. We'll see if Yoda is able to respond to that Hovel. I mean, blue-yellow not the best when it comes to that kind of thing, but we'll see. We do see a Lumberjack, a Flying Books, and both units kind of taking a retreat. So everything kind of staying away from the Cannoneer, it looks like. Does give Jimbo the opportunity to play another Hovel and an Armory. So now we're going to see a couple of buffed rats take the board. Could be a bit problematic, but we'll see. Lumberjack weakens the Hovel. Divine Knowledge, so even more draw for Yoda's side. Alright. I have a feeling I might know what this is, but I'm not going to say until we sort of see, I guess, more concrete hints of it. So, Cultist Books, Earth Knight looking to stay back a little bit, Shaman killing off that rat as you saw a moment ago, but of course Jimbo replacing those rats with 2 more. Of course, one of them does kill off the Lumberjack, not being able to trade thanks to the Armory, and of course another rat makes the trade with the Shaman. Grotesque Offering, I would say, is the proper move there, because he is a little low in resources. We do see a Fear on the Flying Books, push that back a little bit. Fat Bard coming out as well, so even more buffs. We could see a potential Super Cannoneer. We do see a Dwarven Scope and a Demonic Rage. That could be problematic if Jimbo happens to find some more buffs on his side. Although, meanwhile, we do see Yoda form some sort of line here. Priest coming out and Shaman, so again, more draw. Cannoneer does trade with the book, or kill off the books, excuse me, and another Cannoneer does get summoned. So we are in lethal territory here. Yoda has to kill off this Cannoneer somehow, or else we could see some big damage. We do see a Lightning Blade, though. Lightning Blade is not going to necessarily kill off one of them yet, but the Cultist will finish off one of those Cannoneers, so he does remain, or at least Yoda does remain in this game. Wind Mage as well, knocking some of those rats back to kind of avoid some damage here. Jimbo, though, just replenishes, or at least gets more rats. We do see a Scope come out. Scope does kill off the Earth Knight. Alright, curious target, but I guess no big deal there. We do see 2 rats making a trade with the Shaman. Grotesque Offering another one of those rats away to get even more cards. Will he play the Miner? He will. Alright, very nice. And of course that's going to go up there. Yep, and a rat. And excuse me, the rat looking to kill off the Wind Mage as well. Wind Mage going to weaken the rat, not kill it because of the multiple buffs. Yeneroth to follow suit. Alright. That's fair. We are getting to the big boy territory, so you know, it does make sense there. And I don't really think there's a way for Jimbo to protect... Oh, well, I guess there is Fear. I forgot he had Fear in his hand. So, yeah. So, he does fear the Yeneroth away. That does protect his Cannoneer. Although, we'll see if Yoda has maybe another response to deal with the Cannoneer. Alright, make that another Yeneroth. That is completely fair. So, another Yeneroth taking the stage here to kill off that Cannoneer. And it doesn't look like Jimbo's got another Fear to push this away. He does have Witch Bolt, but that's not going to really be enough. And we do see he's kind of forced to play this a little more conservatively now, because of course lightning could exist, and of course chain lightning could be completely devastating to Jimbo's board. Although Cloak of Ice on Yoda's side, Cracks is coming out right now. Doesn't look like he's got the chain lightning right now, but yeah, it's gonna be, I think, tricky for Jimba to just avoid setting up the right chain at this point. Although we do see him making some good things here, some good plays happening, keeping his things not as connected as they could be. Does sacrifice a hovel though to that Craxus, and again giving Yoda some more draw for that. There's a connection there. Yep, he does take that. We do see a Shaman come out, so a lot of draw. I have the feeling this is going to be a War Party deck. We've seen so much draw already, and with how many cards are in, how many cards in Yoda's hand, yeah, that definitely points to some War Party shenanigans. So we'll see if Jimba can outplay the War Party, I guess, if it's possible. I mean, I know it's possible, but we'll see if he's got it. So Maddie coming out now, that gives him Wind Mage. Freezing Pillar gets destroyed. Rat gonna go ahead and weaken the Yenaroth. Witch Bolt kills the Yenaroth. Alright, that's fair. Will we see Grendel come out? Yep, Grendel gonna go ahead and kill off the Cracks, it seems. It's another good connection. Cutting off Yoda's draw where he can. Very good. We'll see if... Okay, another Lightning Blade comes out. Shaman does kill off the Maddie, so that does mean one of the Bard disappears and more damage to the castle happens. Wizard making a cleaner kill on Grendel at that point. Does get the buff on Lumberjack. Not who he was looking for, I believe, but hey... it is a stronger unit now. Divine Knowledge, Flying Book, so even more draw for Yoda's side. So yeah, definitely some War Party stuff going on here. We'll see if Yoda does play the War Party next turn. And Jimba does need to kind of get towards Castle here, because he is starting to, I guess, lose in that department. He is down by 8 points of health. He is going to start pushing things, though. Dwarven Miner, Wind Mage makes a kill on the Wizard. Cannoneer looking to take a shot if possible. The Rat as well to support if maybe 16 damage isn't enough. We do see the Demonic Rage still in Jimba's hands. We have to assume that's going to be the way he ends the game, maybe. Do see a Yarm Drake Dance combination. That's going to mean some value for Mordok. Not Mordok. Yarm. Excuse me. Jesus. What am I talking about? And we do see, yep, the Cannoneer gets taken out. The Hovel gets taken out. And this does prove a little bit problematic for Jimbo, although we do see a Lumberjack that's probably going to trade with the... Okay. The other Lumberjack. I assume he's going to have another way to deal with that Yarm then. I mean, we do see it. Maddie comes out, which does yield an Acolyte. Okay, that's fair. An Acolyte, not really a bad card to draw at all. Do you see a Southport come out as well as a Bat Bard? So again, kind of keeping the buffs where he can. I think the goal is... I mean, he's still got some... okay, War Party comes out. Big War Party time. So Wind Mage comes out. And Jimba has to make a move here at this point, I think. That's got to be the idea, right? Yarm comes out. Dramoth comes out. So, yeah, all big castle heals. All of the heals coming out. Dramoth as well, yep. Flying Books, sure, why not? And, yeah, this is the turn that Jimba has to do something. And this is I think, a great little play that he's got here. So, you notice the Demonic Rage? He plays one of them, right? 10 on the Acolyte. Plays the second Demonic Rage. 20 on the Acolyte. Hits 20 castle damage, spawns a zombie, sudden death finishes, and that means War Party just a little bit late to make an impact. And that, yeah, you'll have to see it. Now, I've kind of seen this match before, not gonna lie, so that's why I'm not as surprised in my initial reaction. But to see that 20 Acolyte hit the castle before sudden death on a War Party, it does do good in my heart. Of course, you guys know I'm not the huge fan when it comes to War Party. I don't. It's not that I hate. I just don't find it fun. That's my problem with War Party. I don't find it fun. So for Jimba to win over War Party in such a close call to where, because you see his castle's only at 2 health. So again, if he had taken maybe a turn longer and getting that set up, it would have meant that Jimba wouldn't have been able to get that kind of castle kill. And I think that's cutting it pretty close, and I think that's what makes it a really fun match to watch. So, congrats to Jimba for that win. Very nicely done there. War Party coming out again just a little bit late. But, yeah, I think that's a great way to end off this edition of TV Commentary. And with that being said, folks, I hope you enjoyed this edition of TV Commentary. Let me know what you guys thought of today's matches in the comment section down below. Down there. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video if you did enjoy it. Be sure to share with your friends and subscribe if you are new to the channel or haven't done so already. Show us some support and maybe slap the notification bell as well to be notified for when uploads go live. But with that being said, that's going to do it for me for now. So, until next time, guys, stay gaming.